it's Bethany. Welcome to today's video. Today I am so happy it's Friday. TGIF. This has been a long couple of weeks, but I'm really excited to plan out next week, which is the 8th of September, in my Erin Condren dashboard planner. So let's go ahead and do it. I think I've got everything I need. I got some pens and whatnot, and my planner and the iPad, which I think is everything I need. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I've been loving the folio, but I think that for today, I do like to take it out when I set up my week, because I'm a flipper. I like to flip it on the coil, and it's hard to do that with the folio. So I'm just gonna set that aside. I think I might need to do some catching up just to kind of see what's been going on in my planner, just to, again, I need to level set. So here's how things have been going so far, workouts wise. Not a whole lot. So I started this book kind of very end of July, but I'm starting to get a groove slowly but surely. So past couple days, getting back into it. I had some travel. I had 2 weeks of travel almost, and then I came back and was immediately ill. So that was not helping at all to have all of that going on, but very excited to get back into it. So here's how I'm doing with my hobbies. This is like my hobby tracking page. I've got books, puzzles, and bread, and I've just used this to track in row format what's going on there. With books, I just track the titles. Puzzles, I track how many pieces, and bread, I track the date and what I baked. So that's what's going on these pages. I have been keeping up with these. Those are all up to date. And let's see, this is just a pen test page or whatever, nothing really going on there. Let's see, gonna zoom past August. Don't need to recap any of that. Let's see. Okay, so jumping into the month of September, I did start kind of jotting things down. What I happened to do with this page is I didn't really sit down and do a let's set up September. Instead, what I used this page for is I really liked using it for August, and I actually I've never really used a monthly page before, but I liked it so much in August that as things came up for September, I just started dumping it into September as it came up. So there never was a sit down and plan out September. It just kind of happened. So this is here. I did note some things that I need to do for the month. So I want to get my fall decor done for sure. I probably need to start early thinking about what's going on for Thanksgiving, because I think we may host again. And then also book club. I need to do a poll. I plan book club, I host it. And so one of the things I do is I like to plan book club. We do a 3-month rotation. So I set up a poll for the next 3 months, and then everyone can choose a smattering of books for the next 3 months. So we always know what's coming up for kind of 3 months in advance, which I think people appreciate. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm a planner. I like to know we're reading 3 months in advance. So that's what I like to do for the book club that I host. Okay, so here's where we are currently in the current week. Everything's, I don't know, it's going, it's fine. When I came back from my trip, even though I was sick, I think on Tuesday I wasn't feeling well, but I'm I just have to get some things down on paper. I threw some stuff in here, and I need to get plans down. So that's what happened with this. I just kind of went business as usual, which has been going great. I've kind of felt my groove in this planner. So let's go ahead and let's move on to a fresh week. I need a fresh week. Let's move on. I really did like matching the color to the month, and I can't decide if I want to do a purple all month. Is that boring? I don't know if that's boring. Let me process for a minute if that's dull, or if I want to switch up the color. Nope, I've decided that it is not dull, and it is my planner, and I love this. I love this marker and highlighter. We're gonna just do it again, because I don't care, and it's what we're doing. So I think what I'm gonna do first is do my days that I'm working in the office. I'm gonna go through and do left side first, and then move over to right side. All right, so my in-office days that I'm gonna highlight for next week are going to be Monday and Wednesday and Thursday. And that is because on Tuesday, Chris has a doctor's appointment. He is my 17-year-old, and we're gonna do like a video appointment with his doctor, and I want to be home for that. There might be a way that, you know, we could both call in separately, you know, and I could try to like do it from work, but it's just a 30-minute thing. I'm just gonna be home and do that with him, and it's gonna be fine. All right, I think that's 11. It might be 11:30, but I'm gonna just leave it blank for now because I don't want it to be wrong, so I'll write that in later. That is gonna go there. Monday, I have my first workout at like group fitness. So I talked about this, I think, a couple weeks ago now, where I'm trying to do group fitness, and I want to like do one hard workout a week that's group fitness, like somewhere at a place that I go and like see people. And I'm very excited to try this new place. So I'm finally getting back into attempting this, and I'm doing it on Monday. So I'm very excited to try that out and do that. So that is happening on Monday. That will be great. And that is at 5, I think. Yeah, that is at 5. Wednesday, we are doing a date night. We're going to a concert, and I am so excited about this. My husband got us tickets to go see, I think his name is pronounced Marcin, but he's a guitar player. He's been like all over TikTok, and he's super talented, and he's gonna be in Minneapolis, and so excited for that one. Let's see what else for appointments. On Friday, I have a wax appointment after work. Sunday, I'm gonna just do the weekly reset, which for me is just, I'm gonna leave a space to do some bullets because I think I wanna do the stencil bullets, and I'll get that little thing out in a minute. But for me, it's always the meal planning and grocery shopping. We like to do the Walmart delivery. And then I also like to do laundry. I just keep it simple. I find with like, it's kind of two things. So I just sit down on my phone, I do the meal plan, I put the grocery order in, and then I also like run laundry. And it's simple with just kind of those two things. If I get that done on Sunday, I'm good for the week ahead. Oh, speaking of meal plan, we are trying Factor meals, and our first delivery is coming on Monday. So I'm just gonna note that too. Factor meals. I'm excited to try this. I think I have in the past, but I don't remember if I liked it or not. But my son Chris has been trying keto, which is cool, but I think this will help us because also like I think that sometimes maybe he's struggling with like lunches and things too. So I think this will help when we're maybe struggling with like what do we do for dinner, or if like Luna and I are going out on date night, he'll have something to reach for, and also for lunches. So I think that this will be good for that. And then also it's a little bit healthier, so off something to bring for work for lunches too. So I think I was mostly thinking for lunches, but also when we don't know what to grab for dinner, or this happens sometimes too. Like I'll have a cooking mishap, and whenever I make, if I'm trying something, especially with these new keto meals, if it's not very good, we have a backup. So I'm excited to try that out. Okay, so now I like to do kind of three little bullet points, and just like for the little checklist every day. I think that's kind of a nice little thing to put at the bottom. I'd been doing the little just highlighter dot, the dot part of the dot marker last week, and that worked really well. And I think I like doing this. I like both ways. I'm just kind of feeling the stencil this week as a way to mix it up, and it just takes a little bit more extra time to do it. But I like having 3 available every day. I find that that's kind of a manageable amount of to-dos for things that need to happen on that specific day. And then I've got, you know, the other side of the page for things that have to be done, generally speaking, throughout the week. And that kind of just tends to work. Moving on to the right side. I'm trying to think about what habits I want to do for next week. Water for sure. That has been working out, absolutely. I find if I don't have it on here, sometimes I just don't care. So as much as I would love to say I have mastered this and I know how to drink water and I can stop doing it, I can't. And I feel a little foolish having to put this on here every week, but that's just where we are. Next, I'm going to do workout as my next one. And what I've been doing is, and I started it last week and then I had, travel and coming home and then I got sick, but there's a spark that's working. So the thing that has been starting to work is doing I had to pause because Doggo was scratching. So I've been doing 20-minute workouts and I've been alternating cardio and strength. So doing either rotating on machines at the gym. I also got a Planet Fitness membership. So now I have that too. So literally no excuses. I've all of the things. I just need to do it. So 20-minute workouts, that, or I can do a Peloton workout, or I can just do whatever I want, just like literally anything strength. So strength workout one day, and then the next day do a cardio. So it could be incline walking, it could be a little jog, it could be something on the Peloton bike, but something cardio, and just alternating those. So every other day, 20-minute cardio, 20-minute strength. And I can do more. That's just like the minimum. That's the minimum, is doing that. So every other day, and something workout is again, I think the spark is there. I'm going to try it this week and see if I can hit all of them now that I am home and in a better routine and knock on wood, not sick. So drink water, workout. I like that quite a bit. Let me think about what number 3 should be this week. What is like speaking to me? Okay, next one is going to be ham radio. So my dad is getting his ham radio certification, and he asked me if I would do it with him, and I said yes. So instead of letting that book I bought collect dust, I'm going to actually read it, and there's an app that goes with it. It's like a whole thing. So I'm going to, I honestly don't even know what it is. So I'm going to and I don't even know what this means. Like, it's something related to it, something in the app. Read at least a page, something related to that. So that's gonna be there. And then my right side is pet related. So I'm gonna do Phoebe supplements per usual. This does motivate me to remember to do it. And then Mochi brush. These are the cats. And boba. Brush. These cats need to be brushed all of the time. If I let them go a whole week without getting brushed at all, it's out of hand. It is wild. And they're short hair. They're technically short-haired cats, but they have to be brushed all the time, or it's just like a cloud of fur if you try to pet them. So it has to happen. Okay. To-dos, I like to leave this for well, I don't know. Let me check last week, this week, and see if there's anything that is going to have to move for sure. Licorice 504 is gonna have to move again because he hasn't sent me what he needs to yet. So I just gotta get on him about it. He's gotta send me one thing and then I can finish that for him. And I gotta plan or start the fall decor. It's probably gonna be planned fall decor. Like, usually it's mostly the living room and like some of the bathrooms and our entryway, but I like to take all of our decor down. I like scrub everything, and then I like take out all the fall decor and I like redo all of it. So I take out like all the fall pillows and all the fall like blankets and all the fall like little tchotchke stuff, and it takes hours, but I love it. It's so much fun. So I really would like to do that. At least get it planned, but I want to do it either this week or next week because I feel like fall's so short. So before I know it, we'll be doing, like Christmas. So I want to do fall pretty quick. I think next I want to add this is my favorite part of this pen. It does like a little magnet click. But I think next what I want to do is highlight, let me highlight just priorities, habits, to do, notes, because I like to have some purple over here too. And then I want to do, I'm just gonna write, I think I'm gonna write it twice because there's a little bit of highlight here, so I'm gonna do, okay. I think I like the double layer. That's kind of the look I was going for there. For priority in the top box, I think really what I wanna do is just kind of note that I'm trying to aim for routine and consistency, and those are my priorities for next week after having so much just travel and again sickness and randomness this past few weeks. I really just want those two things, and I'm sure something is spelled wrong, but oh well. Okay, so I think I just want to add a little color on this page with some of this washi from this Erin Condren book here. All right, and a little motivation out of this book. And then just to finish it off and add a little more color, I added these stickers here from this book. I think that's it. I think I am all ready for next week, and I feel much more on top of it. And I kind of like doing purple. I don't know if I'll continue for the whole month. This is my favorite one of these markers though. I think I've used this one so much, and maybe I'll continue it just because it's so fun to match it. So we'll see. But I really do like this. So this is so fun. So thanks for sticking around with me all the way till the end if you're still here. Do you have a favorite highlighter or marker color that you like to use? Do you like to match to the color of the month in your planner? Let me know. But I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we will see you on the next one. Bye everyone.